like no one want to know these creatures are real because everyone knows the Bluff Creek, California thing of Patty in the creek in 1967 October. I seen that one. It grabbed my attention, and
Yeah.
that's what that's what really got me into like what's like how is it going and like what's it got and like what's it all about. Then I found the show Finding Bigfoot, which I've loved to this day, and that's made me want to go out and research these creatures. But then fast forward to 2015 is when I first met the Higher Night Stalkers. Mike Miller, Mike Feltner used to be in part of it, and he. So I was talking about a nearby park where I live in Ohio, and he told me not to give out the location because that's how places get exposed, and then it goes downhill. And then Squatches will be there every night, and you won't be able to know if you're getting a Bigfoot or a researcher there messing with you. And we talked for a few months because it was in the winter month. If I remember, it was in the winter months, so they was off season. And I met them. I did my first library with them that I think that winter. And then I went out for the first time with them. For the first time I ever been out in the woods was in 2015 for a birthday bash where he took me to the Adams County where they've had
That's
all
the
their
one I read about. That's the one I wanted to keep reading, and I was like, "Birthday bash, okay, this should be interesting." And so I said, "I'm going to let him finish it." I only read a little, and I was like, "This is going to be good."
and And he took we so we had a group. We had a bunch of people. We had a group stay back at the place we were staying at. Me and the other Mike and a few others went to another area, and I haven't talked about this actually yet. This has to be the first time I talked about this one. I forgot about. We had so much stuff happen over the years, and when I first met them, mine is my first year, and we're going to this nearby road, and sadly we hardly go there now because it's ran over by four wheelers and stuff. They don't take care of things
Oh,
out there. They just want to destroy people's land, and we get permission to be on people's lands. We don't just go out and just say, "Hey, what's going on?" This and hope for the best. And like that's how you get shot. And we so we split off. We stayed for a while. We got chairs. We sit in the dark, and we sat in the dark, and then with no lights, we get all the chairs. We sit in the dark, and we'll sit there in the pitch dark, deep quiet in the middle of the woods, and it was quiet to start out with. And if I could, and then about 20 minutes into that spot, 20 minutes into that spot, we had started getting rocks thrown at us, and this thing came
oh,
over top of a car and like hit on the side and had one of the researchers researchers with us that just jumped out of the seats and was because it was dead quiet out of nowhere. You heard a boom. And that's one of the most memorable ones I had with them. But even this past summer, we've had a good summer good summer out there. We've had action every time we've gone out there, and that's
well,
not
you
how.
sent me some good sounds. I'm telling you, some voices, some good sound overs, and I thought, wow. And you would tell me you were honest. You would say, Selena, I think that's a coyote. That's not what I heard, So just hang on. I'll send you the new one. And you would send me the new one, and it was pretty scary. I mean, the voices, the sounds you sent me was like so scary. And I thought, I've never even heard anything like that. It would scare me to death. So,
The week other recordings I sent you, the one I sent you, I said with coyotes, that we think that's a coyote, and
yeah, but the other one, oh my gosh.
that was back in that was an older one from back in 2019, I think in 2019, something like that. The thing that was, I think it was the rocks that were thrown. That was in
Yeah.
2019, and that was in one
And
of the
they
spots
threw
we
them.
stopped
They
going.
tell everybody they threw them at what was your buddy's truck?
Yeah, we sit in there. We set a new location, and every time we go on this location, we've had house in the distance, and um we've had stuff there. We haven't gone back because the road's really washed out now, and it's hard to access. You don't want to get lost in there. And there's also a hunting
Yeah.
blind. There's a hunting cage down there now, a hunting thing. You don't want to go down there pestering those people, and and I did my howl, and you'll hear like almost like, if I gave you the right one, you'll hear a roaring or a no howling noise. Then
Yes.
simultaneously, I don't think this was the same creature. I think this was another creature that was close by that threw a rock and hit buddies Max and Bev's truck and went dunk, and if you heard that, you heard it hit the top of the truck. And
I
that
was
was
listening to everything and I was like, dang, can you imagine something pop in your car? I mean, w- I first of all, I want to tell you, Cody, anybody, and I was thinking about this earlier, especially today for some reason. Me and my cousin, we're going like back and forth because I'll tell my sister or my nephew and things like that. Which, by the way, is in here. Hey, bub, I love you. Um, but I and Catherine and Keith love y'all. But I would go back and forth and I'd be telling them the things that I'm seeing. And did you check out my new short? And it'll blow my mind because
yeah,
I'll be expecting to see a large thing stand up in front of me, and they don't always do that. I mean,
yeah,
they'll get in front of your video camera as you're doing a live, and they'll take up half your screen,
yeah,
and you'll see this big forehead, big nose, big lips, and they'll just stand right in front of your video camera. And I thought, okay, I got to be seeing things. Is anybody else seeing this? Well, one day, this past, let's see, not this week, but the last. Uh, no, I'm sorry, I was sick this past week and still ain't over it yet. Thank you for your understanding, by the way. But it was the week before last. I was going through the woods and I was saying, look, here's all the chicken plant lights, all those lights over there. Y'all see them? Bright
yep,
chicken plant lights. Okay. Well, I knew, don't even try to go to that side because it's all lit up and. But I turned my camera around and there was people said it was eye shine.
yeah.
But I said it's something red. You know my eyes. I'm getting older. Everything about me is getting older.
They
So I
have red
said,
eye shine. They do have red
I
eyes.
said it's something red, and I've zoomed in far as I can. As soon as I took my camera to turn, that thing said whoop and run away or dropped or something. I mean, you could see that red thing just go whoop. As soon as I started turning my camera, it caught it dropping and moving. And I thought, okay, so what was that? Because it was pretty tall.
Yeah,
And then I thought, well, maybe it's over here. And I've got everybody with me. When I do my lives, I take y'all with me. That way, if you see anything, you can let me know. And if you see something that I don't see, of course, get my attention quickly because I want to know. Well, anyways, all of a sudden, on the left side where there is no lights, because remember, the chicken plant lights are on the right side of the
yep.
driveway. So where there is no lights on the left side of the driveway, I see something glistening. And I said, oh, there it is. That must be where was. And I zoomed in, and it was this thing laying on its back, solid white. Now, when I say this thing wasn't a Bigfoot, I can just about prove it wasn't a Bigfoot. But me, I didn't want to show my listeners and my subscribers that I was a little titty baby. So what did I do? I said, "Oh, hey, forest friend," because I wasn't about to be loud and obnoxious to this thing and it fly over, over. And I didn't know what it was going to do because I've never seen anything like it. So I said, "Hey, forest friend. Hey, forest friend," in the sweetest, smilingest. Well, when I did, it just went and turned its head
That
sideways. That my heart dropped, and I said, "Okay, let's keep walking." And we just kept walking away from that thing just as fast as we could. We come back through real slow on a live, and it wasn't
yeah,
there. So my point is to you, I'm still getting used to all these things that are happening around me.
yep.
I
I'm still
that
learning.
and it scares me. How does it not scare you when you're getting rocks thrown at a truck and when you're hearing these loud screams?
I've I've had my moments where I've been on the edge of seat when you feel something, you know something. When you hit the ultrasound, I think that's what they call it, or infrasound, if I can say it correctly. But I think they have that, and you can feel the door presence there, and it's either going to be a tense feel, or it's going to be if it's one of the Sasquatches that just are just watching, they don't really care. It's peaceful. And here's my theory on the red light. So I've seen red eyes shine, and I think when it's red eye shine, it means they're in an irritated mood. I think they can switch. I think they can change their eyesight to where it's like more of a white color, or like bluish color is more of a peaceful one. And
Blue.
that's just my theory on it. I could be wrong.
Well, when you said blue, that reminds me of something. The um, let's see, who was it? Who was it? Told me they seen. I watched some kind of a show, because I'm a documentary I just love all these documentaries because you can tell. Now I can. I don't know if other people can or not, and I'm not bragging in no way because it's a blessing to me. But I can tell when people are throwing their own ideas in there, throwing what happened in there. I can tell when people's lying. I just don't know why. I don't know why in my younger years I couldn't tell that man was lying to me, but now I can. I think I have that give a darn's busted kind of thing. Anyways, so now I can tell when people's lying. Well, it's in the detail. Listen to all the detail. Where they said, when I approached this tree, blue eyes were everywhere in that tree. And now this is gonna sound crazy because like I said, I'm just interviewing different people about it, different things. But they said the blue eyes, when one stepped out, it was a dog man with blue eyes. It stepped back into the tree, and the whole tree just about lit up with blue eyes. In other words, there was more than one dog man in that tree. Well, see, you may not always hear that a dog man has blue eyes. Have you heard what color eyes dog men are when people tell us about them? Or, I mean, like, do you hear different colors? Or have you heard anything about dog man? Y'all, are we froze? Sankey, okay. Don't ever run from a Bigfoot or a dog man. We walked. Pops, Gary Spikes. I walked and said, let's move on. So what's happened is we lost him for a minute. Hey there, buddy.
Yeah, so I think I had my data on, so it kind of flipped out. But no, I don't necessarily, I don't not disbelieve that Dogman's alive. I just tend not to believe that because if I see a dog slash man in the woods, we time from the woods. And I've never really like looked into them. To me personally, this is my opinion. I think some of the dogman reports are misidentifications of Bigfoots, and
Okay.
maybe they had some health problems. Maybe.
I'm going to ask you to do something for me. And the reason is because y'all know cousins, brothers and sisters,
Yeah.
sisters and sisters, brothers and brothers, and you know how that they go back and forth. Well, when one believes in something, the other one don't.
Yeah.
And, they'll be like, I don't believe that. That's a bunch of bull. There ain't no such thing. Well, I was the one. Now, Cody, this is very important. I was the eye roller. I would be like, oh, now look, this is the old me now, y'all. Don't get offended. This is the old me. I would be like, oh my gosh, there's another one. There's a hoaxer. They dressed up, run across the street, jumped the bridge, and now they think there's nothing could have jumped that bridge but the Bigfoot. That was my Selena. That's the old Selena. That's where my mind was. And I
Yeah.
thought, there is no way in this world that there's something that big and not been discovered yet. I agree with everybody else because they're like, no way. If a deer can be caught on an infrared camera or a drone in the sky, how come these things are not caught? They are first of all they're what do you call it? Underestimate them. That's the first
Yeah.
thing they're
Yeah.
doing.
Yeah.
They are underestimating them. The second thing is when you look at these things, they're large. Some of them as large as half a tree. And I'm not
Hmm.
kidding. Like a half a tree, not a big oak humongous 200, 300 foot. I'm talking about a half a tree. So like when they step behind a tree, you'll think it's part of the trunk.
Yeah.
The tree usually has shade. They're gonna come to where there's good food. Well, I was talking to a friend of mine, and I said, and I know I'm doing a lot of talking, but I'm fixing to give you the
Have,
microphone, so
have
hang
that?
on. Anyway, so hang on, I want your idea. But when I seen this white thing, I said, there ain't no way in the world, Cody, no way that this thing looks like a Bigfoot. There is no way in the world. So what did I just capture on video? And and you can tell which one it is because I'm pointing with my finger. You'll see this right here. This is what the thumbnail is. It's my finger going. So y'all look,
Yeah.
don't stop and look through all the other ones if you don't want to and you want to go straight to this video. It's me doing this with my finger. So my finger is the thumbnail. Second of all, write this down if you have to. Try to remember. It's 9 minutes and 25 seconds into the live.
Yeah,
So when you're sitting there watching it, you're going, she's walking through the woods, she's showing the chicken plant light, she's showing the where the trees has been cut down, boring, and all of a sudden at 9 minutes and 25 seconds into my video, you can see all of a sudden red lights. And I said, well, I've zoomed in all I can, so I don't know what that is. Well, all of a sudden I turn my camera and say, well, is that it? Is that what we need? Yeah, that's it. And I zoom in and this thing is just laying there. Well, I walk closer. Cause you know me. I mean, look, good grief. Uh, I knew it didn't look like a Bigfoot laying there. I just thought that don't look like a Bigfoot. But I also think it was a female creature of some kind because I seen the upper build, if you know what I mean.
yeah, yeah,
You,
yeah,
it looks like that there was an upper build of her.
yeah, yeah.
And that's why I
Like
thought it was
Patty,
a female. And
kind
so
of like that passage again with Patty.
y'all need to go. Let me see. Was it a short or was it a live? I think it was a live because doing a short, you don't have but 3 minutes. But doing
Yeah,
a live, you can run that camera as long as you need to. So go look for the live where my finger is the thumbnail and it's pointing up like
yeah,
this. And it's 9.25 seconds. It's 9 minutes and 25 seconds into the film. And right when that bad boy and I get close to it and I realize what it is, I just went into some kind of, what do you call it, save your rear thing. And I
yeah,
started saying, oh, hey, sweet forest friend, knowing good well it did not look like no Bigfoot. I thought
yeah,
it has ears or something. I mean, it didn't, it had something wrapped around its head right here. It had the large nose,
yeah,
but this thing was scary. Well, I've not seen it since. I've not even walked down the driveway since. I've drove down the driveway in my car to show y'all some formations. But when you got time, go look for the thumbnail where my finger's going like that right there and look 9 minutes, point 25 seconds into it. That's when it starts. When it gets to this thing, pause it. It's going. It's looking at me with a sideways grin, and all I can say is, hey, forest friend, hey, sweet forest friend. Okay, let's keep walking. That's what I actually did because I didn't want to stay. I mean, you don't know, you know,
yeah.
you just
You don't
don't
know
know what it's
what they
going
don't
to do.
capable of.
So that's why I ask you when something's getting thrown at your car. And I've even heard, I think it was Tex from Texas Front Porch, TEX apostrophe S Front Porch,
Yeah,
that told, he was on my show. And he said that one after some of the men that was camping went and urinated behind their trucks, all of a
yeah,
sudden they hear a this big old Bigfoot was laying down the law and covering up their smell and doing his. You know what I mean?
yeah,
And so I don't see how people don't run. I was in a car. I was in a closed car. Well, now the two things I spotted, I sit on the swing, y'all. This is the dining room lights, and I sit on the swing,
yeah,
me and my babies, and we just sit here all the time, and we just rest, and I'll go in there and take care of business and come back out, and we look at the lake, and you can barely see the lake because that bright light in that tree, but we just stay out here a lot. So when I see any kind of movement, it catches my eye because I mean been here what almost 7 months, and so anything catches my eye, and I'm like, okay, that's a deer. So let me get a video of the deer. Well, I'm way over here, and they have to swim across the pond to get to me. So
yeah,
I'm not scared of that, but I was petrified in my car with the doors locked, the air on, August the 7th of 24. So how was you not petrified that you was outside with these things?
I going just outside, be in the middle of nowhere in the woods.
I
And but
just don't.
it can, it's had its. I look at it this way: like, if Bigfoot's like they wanted to hurt me, they would have done it already. Now, of course, just like we do and all how we live, if someone comes into your house that you don't know about, and you're not going to let them in there easily. You're going to
Good
defend it.
example. Good
And
example.
it's this, and I think Bigfoot will do the same. So say you're walking in the woods and you get close to the home den where the kids are at, and you'll go into their territory. That could be bad
Dangerous.
news. Yeah, but this is like it's like what you do. What you do, like if you have a random stranger come into your house and you don't know one soul about this person, you're not just going to sit there and let them come in. You're going to
Right.
protect what you think they're coming after. And that's why I try to think like with Bigfoots, like I can't. I say I keep my distance. I know boundaries. That's their boundary. This is my boundary. So they say it on the ridge over here. That's their side, and this is my side right here. And they want to come up a little closer. I let them come up a little closer. And it's 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 one of the. It's like I said. It's like you're not like I said well, you're just not just gonna protect your house if someone comes into your house. That's not. But me, I think about there's other animals in the woods. There's not just Bigfoots. There's other animals you gotta be alert about.
Yeah.
That's why
See,
when you go hike, if you hike, don't hike by yourself.
okay, yeah, I don't think you, after I've seen what I've seen, I do not think you should do anything outside off from your home by yourself. Hey, I've heard a lot of people that's right there by their house that don't need to go outside by their house by themselves.
Yeah.
So, and what is her name? Is it Lynn Smith? Am I thinking about? Y'all, I love, she tells people stories they write into her. It's kind of like Steve Isdall, which is How to Hunt, with Steve Isdall. I
Yeah.
love that show because this is why, and he don't promote nobody's shows. I don't expect him to mention my name. I'm just telling you, I enjoy the honestness because I don't like people that beat around the bush, and I don't like
Hmm.
people that throw stuff in there that didn't happen, just trying to get extra attention. Tell it like it is, be done with it, and move on. Well, Steve
Hmm.
Isdall is kind enough, as much as he's a tell it like it is person, he's a kind enough person to take and say, okay, I don't believe, and I haven't seen what you've seen yet, but I will still read your story because it's all
Yeah.
about sharing the truth and getting the truth
Yeah.
out there. So that's what I enjoy about Steve Isdall on How to Hunt. But Lynn Smith, y'all, she read a story. Every night listen to her and What Lurks Beneath. And I'm not trying to get no extra recognition. These are just two that I choose to listen to because I went through a lot of shows that I enjoy listening to, and those are that I can sit here and not even have to see a picture to enjoy
Yeah.
what I'm listening to. So What Lurks Beneath, I can't pronounce his name, but What Lurks Beneath, he's got a good program. And then Lynn, I want to say Lynn Smith. I don't know. Anyway, I'll find out for sure, let y'all know. But she has some of the best stories. Well, she was reading a story last night, and of course, me being up all night, I'm still on the third shift schedule. And I don't know if I'll ever get over the third shift schedule because I worked it for 32 years. Anyways, I'm sitting here listening to her, and it started at 6 when he was kind of like Donna Copus. It
Yeah.
started when she was younger, and it stayed with him even now. And he's grown kids and grandkids. They
Yeah.
still come to his property. They bring him dead things. They don't cut them open. They just cut their breathing off or whatever, kill it, and bring it to them. But at first they did. But I was thinking I would be petrified if I had that kind of. You know what, y'all? I've got shoes on. Anyways, Cody, tell me. Um, okay, so you tell me what you was at a birthday party and you heard. Uh, Tell me what happened exactly when you was at the birthday party.
So what happened? So we got there. We had some friends here, and Mike Miller, the Highline Stalkers, Mike, Mike's other Feltner's son, a bunch of their friends. We had Jeff Byers, was from Creature Replica. Um, we had our old friend TJ Owens that was there. We had I can't remember all the names offhand. We had a BFRO member there that was Amy Bew or something like that.
Okay,
Yeah, Amy Bew.
before.
She's a sweetheart, by the way. But and what we did was for birthday. Of course, we had a party to get together. We took a picture. And we so what Miller did. He got a salmon. I said it right. And he put it on the grill and let that go out into the little ridge lines, and that's we get the smell out there, maybe something to come in, and that's what we did. And then as we split up to as because Miller he stayed at that spot where they did there was a group there and there was a group where I went with the other Mike, and when they was having pebbles getting thrown at the top of the little roof on tin roof thing, and had movement all the way around them 360.
I'm fixing to show you some, Cody. And the reason y'all probably seen me putting on my tennis shoes, and I'm very sentimental, so I've got on my Boston Terrier socks. Anyways, I'm going to normally during the day. Y'all see where my car sits. This is my car.
Mhm.
Okay, after my car is the Cook's Foods lights. Y'all see what that is, or should I say chicken foot light? Anyways, and then back through here is just total darkness. Across here is the lake. So I'll show y'all as much as I can. This is all different places for people to park. There's my picnic area, flower bed, and these two trees and the bridge. There's a white bridge that walks from here to an island. It's absolutely beautiful during the day, but when you're standing here and you're looking, you can actually see some lake lights way
Yeah.
across through there for a big two-story lake house.
Mm.
And I'm sitting, excuse me, and I forgive the construction mess,
You're
okay?
fine.
And like I said, paint, everything you'd want to pressure washers and ladders. And I mean, it's a sight what all I got going on over there. But, anyways, so me and the baby sit here. You can still see them on the swing, and we just sit there.
Yeah.
Well, I cut this bright light off because I can see better. I guess working third, and see any movement and stuff like that if my lights are out. So, anyways, so I'm standing here. Now, keep in mind, there's the car, there's the carport, picnic table, bridges right across through there. Okay, and I'm videoing right here on the asphalt, and this is what gets me. And I'm just a video, and I have my finger in my phone. I'm videoing, and something extremely, y'all, not little, not small. Ooh, that is a bright light. Sorry. Anyways, not little, not small. I'm talking huge and orange, huge, and it hovered right there in the middle. I mean, right above that lake. And I thought, the great day. What in the world has, landed right there above the water and just hovering? Well, I get nervous. I video it for a few minutes and I did a live and then I
Yeah.
posted that live and I left it on there for a couple of days. And some strange stuff started happening to my telephone, appearing in the skies and all that, Cody. Anyways, so needless to say, I jerked that video down quick because things started happening to my phones and things started appearing in the sky videoing and drones, and it just got real crazy. We'll just put it like that. But anyway, so I'm standing here and then I walk over there and I sit on my swing with my babies. Okay. Now, I don't know if y'all could hear this or not, but I'm doing this on purpose, okay? This does not happen if a squirrel steps on this stuff, okay? This tree right here drops all these little bitty shells, all these little shells, okay? So not only am I videoing over there when I hear something walking right here, I'm over there on that swing and I hear this, like
Mhm.
real loud, like real,
I've heard that
all
on
these
gravel.
shells. All these shells are really loud, and I'm going, oh my God, I have lost my mind. I mean, they're really. Anyways, and I'm saying, holy moly, I can't see nothing but them shells are breaking or somebody stepping on them shells. Have you ever had an experience where you heard something, couldn't see something, but you heard something that wasn't there? Have you ever had that happen?
I think in 2020, I think we had something, and we sit in between cars and we sit in the tree, and in the front of the sorry, I got a notification, but
Yeah.
the cars in front of the car is all gravel and it's all woods. It's all like dirt and dirt road and all that, and 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 we've heard this on numerous times where we've heard like something stepping on the gravel and like it's close to the car, but it's dark enough where you can't see it. Now I got night vision, but with the way the woods are,
Oh,
it's so
I
it's.
want night vision. I want me a new. It holds your camera still because I don't mean to shake, and I shake every time,
I
every
do it
time,
too.
every time. But I I want me a. Is it a? What do you call it that keeps your camera from shaking? You set it on your camera.
Um, trying to think of the name. I'm drawing a blank.
Anyways, I can't think of it, y'all. I'm so
A
sorry.
tripod.
A tripod, thank you. I need a tripod that has legs that rest on the ground because I told him, I said, look, I'm getting old now. I mean, in 2 days, I will be 56 years old. So you're talking about old. But I still have a lot up here I want to do. And y'all don't forget, this is very important. Cody is awesome, and I can't wait for y'all to hear the rest of his experiences and what he thinks about things. But don't forget about our other guests also. We don't want to leave them out because every once in a while I forget to do a advertisement. So Cody Pauley's with us tonight. And thank you, Donna Copus. He's as precious as you said he was. And I'm just going to tell you, I thought I was going crazy when I heard those nuts and shells cracking and like big. Like it wasn't my,
Yep.
I mean, I'm not going to tell y'all my weight, but it ain't little bitty. I wished I was a size one. But, anyways, my point, it was so loud, it scared me to death. I could feel the ground as they were hitting those and stepping on them. And I
Shake,
took off
shake a little
running.
bit.
I took off running, Cody. I thought, oh my God, I can't see it. I'm in the dark and I'm videoing something big and orange hovering over the lake, but I cannot see this. Well, what I can't see, I'm afraid of. What I can see, I thought I wasn't afraid of until I seen that white thing on the driveway. But I need y'all, if you don't mind, you, Cody Pauley, and whoever else will, to go find the thumbnail that has the video of my finger. And I'm walking that driveway, and that white thing, the eyes glitter. I walk closer to it, and I zoom in, and it's going, and it's laying down in the woods on some sticks, on some lumber, whatever that is. Anyways, and I was like, is there anybody else not seeing that? Pause that face. Pause it right when it smiles. It'll scare you to death. There's no way that was a
Yeah.
Bigfoot. Well, see, now you're talking to a woman that has only seen Bigfoot. So,
Yeah.
what was that? Do you have other beliefs? I mean, do you believe in any other creatures other than Bigfoot?
I believe in paranormal and all that, but
Okay,
like I'm not
that's
like
a
with
wide. That's wide, Cody. When you say
believe in
you believe in
UFOs,
paranormal, that's a wide range. So I need you to narrow it. Tell me what you mean by paranormal.
afterlife, and like UFOs. I'm interested in, but it's just hard because a lot of times my 100% of my research is on Bigfoot. 'Cause that's what I've done. I've never really extended it out. But if I get like someone that comes with me and say talk about like because you get people that talk about portals and stuff, do Bigfoots go do portals? Me personally, I don't believe that. That's just me. But I would never tell someone what they did. I would never tell someone that they did not see it. I would listen to the story and I would hear them out and then I just and I would just say, "What do you think it was?" And if they think it is, and I go with that and I'll say, "If that's what you believe in, that's what you believe in." I just believe the flesh and blood.
Okay, you believe they're flesh and blood.
Yeah,
I believe that they have exceptional abilities, even though they're flesh and blood.
I do
But
think they have some of that paranormal stuff to them.
well, I think. Let me tell you why. I heard something so loud, Cody. It was loud. I mean, I'm talking like an elephant was walking on them shells right there, and they fall off that tree right there. And so I hear that nightly. I hear that nightly. And the only reason I haven't been doing my driveway walks is because I got sick and I've been at the doctor.
Yeah,
But anyways, I know that y'all have been uh, so gracious as to come and be with me. I want to thank you, Donna. Go. Copus, I love you so much. Debbie, love you so much. Catherine, Pop, Scary Spice, you know how much I love you. Keith, I just love y'all so much. I'm making sure Catherine McSwain, you sweet angel.
It
I
sounds like
don't
you
want
might
to
need
get
one of these.
nobody. Do what?
It sounds like you might need one of these things, these trail
We
cameras.
have. That's what gets me. We have cameras, ring cameras, from the time you drive in this driveway all over this property. Ring
That's
cameras.
part of. I got a trail cam. It's something new I try. I didn't really used to do trail cams, and I put it not to look for Bigfoots. I put it in locations where I've had activity, and I want to see what the animals are doing, how they're what, and when they're around, and when they're not. When there's nothing around, so I can find or see when I can try to pinpoint what time of the year they're there.
Well, uh, in other words, everything's on camera. Everything. And so, and I am too embarrassed or prideful to go and ask my neighbor that is in charge of all the cameras here. I'm
Yeah.
embarrassed to go and ask her, will you please pull up a certain amount of time at a certain amount of time to see if you've seen what I've seen? Because I don't want her to think I'm crazy. I mean, that's
Mm.
the last thing I want. That's the whole purpose, if y'all want to know the truth. Not that I'm ashamed of what I seen. I was getting so much backlash from having Southern Belle Bigfoot on my name. So I had to change it. Tonight is my first time. That's why everything's gone wrong. Tonight is my first night having Celena, a Southern Belle's Opinion, as my show name. And Cody
Yeah.
Pauley was my first guest. And after Cody will be the Vogel brothers. And after them, it'll be, Lord, I just said his name. Somebody help me out here. Anyways, hey, Roger Blair. But yeah, after the Vogel brothers will be, oh my gosh, Celena. He is on so many Bigfoot shows, talk shows, and documentaries, and he's just unearthed. I think he's in Ohio also. So I'll have to go back, but I will do some advertisements, and he's going to be after the Vogel brothers. So y'all make sure to check in. I'll be doing some lives. But Cody, I don't know. Is what I'm saying. I have no idea if that would do any good because cameras are all over this property.
See, I used to believe that trail cameras don't work, but I feel like if you can get the spray stuff to make it smell like it's like deer or something like that, and you can hide it good, you might be able to get something. But my main thing I want to do is this. Like I said, I want to pinpoint. I want to see what time of year the animals are there and when they're not there, and I want to pinpoint that if there's deer there, I'm gonna go to that spot because that's where the food's at.
Well, there's okay. Well, that's another thing I forgot to tell you. Chicken, deer, fish, you name it. There's the big birds that stand up 4 foot high, the big white birds, and there's the big blue birds. This place is unlimited. But think about this. I want to give y'all, I did security, okay? I'm not going to say the name of the chicken plant, but I did security there for 3 years. And I just loved the people I worked with. And I actually stayed 3 years. I didn't get paid a bunch, but I loved it because of the people I worked with. Anyways, so I was working 2 jobs at one time, and I absolutely would watch them empty tubs and tubs. They'd drive the forklift outside and empty it into a big dumpster of the chicken that while they were working they dropped. Well, they do two things with it. They make dog food, as you know, and then they set those big old tubs out there in these humongous containers. And y'all, these things could live on chicken alone. Y'all know how
Yeah,
many chicken plants drop stuff, because I've worked there and I know how easy it is when your
yeah,
hands get wet to drop stuff. Not worked inside, but I've seen people work there. Anyways, but my point is, they have all the chicken you can eat. Then they have all the deer you want, because I make videos of deer all the time around this water, eating and drinking. And then they have all the fish, all the large birds, and then let's not forget 2 miles right here across this lake, 2 miles. And go look at my shows and you'll see my shorts and you'll see a lot of pictures of the lake and the bridge. 2 miles across the lake right here, which
yeah.
they call Coosa River. A woman was sitting there eating her breakfast, eating Jack. She goes every morning. She's 68 years old. And I get a lot of, well, why didn't she take a video? Why didn't she take a picture? Well, your mind, and I keep trying to tell people this, if my video camera was not on a hook on my windshield on a rubber holder, I wouldn't have thought to take pictures when I had my sighting. I wouldn't have thought to take pictures. Your mind goes to another place, like survival mode. Get out of here. Should I run? What do I do? I got to be
Hmm.
quiet. You know, you go crazy. Like your mind goes to another place.
That's that's a good. That's a really good. That why people ask that. Well, what all the technology we have, and why is like with Bigfoots, why is everything always buried? Because say that, because you know, the fast pull it out of your pocket, you're gonna maybe be shaking or be trying to get a good view of it, and you might be running through your head what happened, and by the time you click that picture, it's probably
They're
moving
gone.
and it's blurry.
They're gone. They're
Yeah.
gone or it's blurry. Yeah. And people say, why are you so far away? Well, the pictures I've caught is across the lake right here and on the driveway over there. I've never seen any on that far island, but I
Yeah.
have seen something strange on this island across the bridge.
Yeah.
Well, people's like, go closer. You go closer. You go closer. See, it's so easy for people to sit there and say, go closer.
Yeah.
And they don't even
We get that a
understand
lot.
every muscle in your body. You're twitching. I can't even video like my camera doing this. I'm telling you, it's a sight. When I go to see something on video, I'm like this right here. My hand's shaking. Um, Sally, don't go running down the driveway, Sally. It's dark over there, and Mom will have to chase you in the dark on a live show. Love you. Anyways, so uh, what is your opinion when people say, and I ask everybody this, every guest, I do two things. I ask them, how do you know these things are real? Let's start like that. And then I ask them, my second question is, and I love this because it aggravates my nephew. He knows I love him to pieces, or one of my nephews. Um, I say, they've been hunting 35, 45 years and ain't never seen nothing.
Oh man.
What's your opinion on people that say that?
See, I had a teacher that I told I was a Bigfoot researcher at my school when I was in school. I'm only 26, so I'm still young.
You're very young. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And and he said, well, when he brought the question to me, he's like, well, I've been hunting most of my whole life, and why have I not seen? And it's like, well, think about it. You got a gun, and there's no leaf cover when you're hunting. They need that leaf cover for that to have that to get away. And
Right.
my third part to that, it's like in the right mind, if you see someone hunting, if they're smart, they're not gonna go towards them. They're gonna stay away from them. Now, occasionally you might get the one that might accidentally stumble upon one, which there's stories out there. And then it's like, well, where's all the bones at? That's what other people ask all the time. Well, where are the bones? But tell me this: how in the woods, you know, we squirrels exist, right?
Yeah.
Well, shouldn't we be swimming in squirrels bones and stuff by now? Nature tends to take over quickly.
They do. They do. And I watched that. Matter of fact, it was pretty gross. But I wanted to see it. I had to see it because I wanted to see how quickly, that something is totally gone. So
Yeah,
I watched that deer thing, where they show the deer and when it's first killed, the first day compared to how many days. It was gone in what, 5 or 6 days? It was totally gone. I mean,
yeah.
totally gone. And I'm thinking if people just knew, I mean, what if their bones are, you know, like buried in the water? What if they go to the
Well,
restroom
they
in the
buried them.
water? And
Maybe
that's
they
a
buried them.
horrible. It's not right. If it's a horrible thought to think. But what if they go to the restroom in the water? What if they bury their family in the water? What if they pick up huge rocks that never can get moved by a human to bury their folks under? Or what if they do grind their family members up as far as, when they, burn them or whatever? What if they
Yeah,
grind them up? I mean, there could be a million things. The reason we have not spotted these things yet, except for in live motion or standing there.
yeah. And it's one of the most questions we get. It's like, where's the bones? Like, and like, well, well, if you're in the woods at nighttime or whatever, it's like, well, why didn't you go towards it? Because you're walking in the woods blinded, and you know, like you're going to fall. You can coach yourself pretty quickly. And I got a flare, which it comes on my eye right here, and it takes this eye away. Once I take that off my eye, I can't see a damn thing. Excuse my language.
Lord of mercy. They say because I watch a certain amount of a certain team, but for some reason, every time I say that team's name, people hush me up quick. They say, "Move on." They'll say, "Move." On." Undoubtedly, I'm not supposed to mention this TV team that go out and hunt Bigfoot, or evidence of Bigfoot,
Yeah.
and which they have caught, by the way, many, many times. And it's getting so apparent. And so, anyways, I'm not supposed to mention their name. And people, as soon as I start to mention their name, they're like, "Move on." I don't
Yeah.
know why. But they put double, the military things on, goggles or whatever.
Yeah.
They put the military things on and they couldn't see nothing. It took them forever to get used to wearing those.
Hmm.
They were like, I can't see to walk. I can't see. I'm just lost.
Yeah.
But yeah, uh, I will do some driveway walks. I will. Uh, I had everybody knows I've been at the doctor. Had something else come up. And this joker keeps popping out of place. This big old thumb. I don't know why it keeps popping out of place when I grab for something. I say, "Oh, oh," and I sit there and rub it until it pops back in. But I said, "Oh God, I'm getting old." Cody, don't get old. Anyways, but listen, if there is any advice you want to give me or anybody else out there right now, I want you to tell them. Now, listen, and by the way, when you say if you can understand that word, or if you can understand me, we don't judge people by how
Yeah.
they talk, what they look, how much they
Yeah.
weigh, how many teeth they have.
Yeah.
We go by people who's been through the experiences
Hmm.
similar to what we've been through.
Yeah.
So, buddy, you're a blessing, and thank you so much. You
You're
were so
welcome.
awesome coming on my show. And thank you again for that. But tell me and others what your some advice, what you think that maybe they can do to maybe catch these things on video, or I'm going to be very. You seen me. I sweet talked, and then I said, "Okay, we're walking. We're going on. We're moving on." Because I didn't. It was making such a
Yeah.
it made me scared. I thought nothing's ever smiled at me like that. Nothing, not even family. So I'm getting the mess out of here. And this thing was solid white and had lines across its face. It was
Yeah.
laying there, and I told you it looked like a female build.
Yeah.
And I just thought, don't hover, get out of there. And so I took off up the driveway, come back down slowly, and it was gone. But I, I'm wondering what your idea to tell people is if they want to do this, do it safely, go in twos. Tell them what you tell them a while ago about not going by yourself.
Yeah.
Don't go
So
camping, swimming, and all that by yourself.
my advice to people that are like doing stuff like this is like keep your head and ground to the ground, your boots to the ground. Don't let people tell you this and that. Do what you think it's gonna work. You never know what's gonna happen. Don't let someone tell you you're wrong. Make mistakes, but learn from them. And
Yes.
you will make tons of mistakes. Like I'm still learning how to
Mhm.
cast a good footprint. I still make mistakes trying to do it. And is it just keep your ears, your eyes on what you're going after, and explain and like educate people. Like, don't tell them if they don't believe you. Don't go and say, "Oh, no, 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 I'm right. You're wrong." Don't do that. Some
Yes.
people aren't going. Some people don't want to believe you. No, and they don't have to believe you. And
I'm
that's
going
what I
through
tell
that with
people with.
one family member right now. That's why I keep saying
Yeah,
I'm going through that with one family member right now, and it's breaking my heart because I thought out of all the years you told me that you killed a big old 10, 12 pound, uh, whatever the deer has. What do you call that? Rack. Anyway,
yeah,
whatever
antler.
point deer or whatever. I never doubted that. So, and I said, "Do you know this is the first time that we've ever argued that I can remember?"
Yeah,
Because they won't even hear my stories. They just turn around and say there's no such thing.
yeah,
That's the end of it. I mean, like they don't want to look at my pictures. They say that I can't see nothing. No sense in looking. Well, see. I know what I seen. I know it scared me, and all I knew to do is sweet talk and keep walking. But it wasn't a Bigfoot. Because I mean,
Yeah.
this if it was, this was the biggest Bigfoot, the strangest Bigfoot I've ever seen. First of all, but anyways, but tell me, when people do that and they start calling you that liar, it makes you human nature
Yeah.
want to get more footage, more. Well, I was fixing to walk right up. I mean, y'all, I almost went and walked right up and got right in his face, and I thought, if I die, I'll die. They'll know the truth, if you know.
You
So,
gotta let it give you motivation to do it. That's why I always have motivation to do it. When someone says that, just use it as motivation.
I was so scared taking those cashews over there, y'all. I was shaking them, but I wasn't just shaking them to shake them. I was letting them know there's something in the can. But I was running over there, or not running, but moving fast as I could, trying to leave those cashews for the two black ones that was in front of me. They had a large nose, but they had eat something or something, and their nose had turned like a yellowish color because of what they eat. And I couldn't figure their noses out, but you could see them pretty clearly in that video. But um, Cody, thank you, because you've just made me realize not everybody's going to see the way I do. And
Yeah,
I've got to quit having. I was told when I first did my first show, you got to have thick skin to do this, Celena.
you
I
do.
didn't believe that. Cody, I didn't believe
You,
that.
you have to have that thick skin where people you don't let people get to you.
They do, and I don't. I got to
They
find
would
a way
tear you
not to.
apart.
I know
Like
they do.
The Bigfoot community, like it's good, but there is a lot of people they want you to do it their way, and that's the only way you want that you used to do. That's the only right way to do it. Me, I
Well,
say do it the way you want, and that's how it goes.
okay, here's the last thing I want to say on that. Yes, they did tear me apart right here. Right here.
Yeah,
But they didn't tear me apart face to face.
no, that's the thing.
Yeah, that's the thing. I think they have a different idea of my idea of you got guts enough to come on, we'll talk. But they do it over a computer. They do it typing, and they break my heart every time with them mean words. Well, anyways, so much that I had to take the word Bigfoot out of my show. Tonight, like I said, is my first show without the word Bigfoot in it, as far as the title,
Yeah,
because I will be doing some more things, but I'm not going to not talk about Bigfoot adventures either.
yeah,
If somebody
yep,
wants to come on for Bigfoot, bring them. You know,
yeah.
I'll welcome them. But I'm also going to be doing some other things other than just Bigfoot talk. So y'all join me. I love you, Cody Pauley, for that
I,
heart you have to give me a
I,
second chance when I was sick, buddy, and your understanding and your patience,
I
and
see
for jumping back
Catherine
on.
asked sorry.
Catherine?
Catherine
Oh, go
asked
ahead.
about
Thank you.
hear about more about encounters. Is he still on here? If anyone's on here, go to my Facebook. It's Cody Squatches, and please follow. Give me a like. I need to get over 100 flowers to do lives and stuff, and I want to do lives. Eventually, I'm gonna do YouTube. Eventually, I just gotta get the equipment for it. I got a partner that's going. I have another one. I have a partner. I've got another partner. His name's
You
Jeff.
said, did you say Cody Squatches?
Yep.
Okay, y'all heard that, Cody Squatches. And I'm going to hurry up and try to be his first subscriber.
Yeah. I
Come
got
here,
like
little man.
right now I got 69. I got 69 likes and stuff and 14
Oh,
followers. So what I
okay.
need in order to do lives and stuff, I have to have 100. That's the way Facebook does it. And
Okay, well, I had to have 50 to do a live. That's what I had to have. So maybe they upped it. I don't know.
maybe I have to
But
double check it. I haven't checked it, but
okay,
I need that. I have another group. It's called Ohio Grass. No,
Ohio Grass Gnome. Listen to everybody. Hey, I wonder why I can go upwards on my phone and not upwards on my computer, just down. The phone somehow is letting me go up. Donna Copus, I love you. Debbie, Catherine, I love you. Catherine Swain, Catherine McSwain, Debbie, Pops, Gary Spikes, Donna Copus, my Bubba, Brett Chastain. Did y'all see? Hey, look, y'all know he come pulling up here last night now. and said, Aunt Lena, come over here and let me do a video of you and my Jeep. He got him and his wife brand new Jeep. It's beautiful. And I thought, well, they've got my Jeep. Now they just need my cabin to make my dreams come true. Anyway,
Okay. I found a name. It's sorry. It's the name is Ohio my auto partner. He's part of me. It's Ohio Sasquatch
okay,
Evidence
the
Project.
Ohio Sasquatch Evidence Project. Okay,
Evidence Project. Yep. My Cody Squatches is more of my solo stuff that I
okay,
could branch out
okay.
with.
So there's actually two. Okay, all right. So
Yeah.
repeat
Yeah.
the same two one more time.
So Cody Squatches and Ohio Sasquatch Evidence Project.
Okay. All right. Y'all got that? I love every one of you. Keith from Michigan. Cheers, buddy. We love you. Thank you for coming. Catherine McSwain, Keith, and Lord Catherine, Roger Blair. Hey, if y'all ever know, Roger Blair's smart, smart. I mean, he's like pyro smart. Anyways, I just love a Roger Blair because he helped me come up with my name in a way. Nobody knows Roger Blair is. He's just really good at stuff like that. So when it come time for me to have Celena in my name and keep Southern Belle without using the word Bigfoot, it was Roger Blair that gave me that ding, 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 and he made me start thinking. So Roger, we love you, buddy. We appreciate you, Barry Graham. Barry Graham, how's it going? Let's see. Mr. Big Country Boy. Country Boy 73005. All right. And Pops and Lori Moore. Hey, sister or cousin, I love you. Barry Graham, Bigfoot. Barry Graham needs to go and watch some really good documentaries. And again, I tell y'all, when your mother's a seamstress and you have stuffed things and tacked things and done all that things all your life, you know how to see when material's moving and it's not real and it's a costume, or when something's being still and it's covering a muscle and it is hugging that muscle. You pay a close attention to that before you go and call something fake, okay? So, Billy Graham, thank you for coming. Uh, Lord of mercy. Catherine, we love you, sweetheart. Toe, Epibusto, we love you. We love every one of y'all. Sankey, okay? What kind of potatoes are best for French fries? Hey, Idaho. Anyways, okay. Oh, and look, by the way, you just asked a question, and I just bought some yesterday. So the but my favorite are Idaho, and I like those Popeye was is it Zaxby's? No, I like Zaxby's too, but they're like oh, come on, y'all. You know, it's got the seasoning and the specks on them. What do you call it? Seasoned fries. Anyway, that's my only opinion for that. Thank you, Sankey, okay, for coming to go watch us. And Keith, we love y'all. Gary, I love y'all so much. Hey, B. Hey. And Mickey G, love you, darling. And thank y'all for coming. Donna Copus, we love you, sweetheart. Um,
Love you,
let's
Donna.
see. Yeah, we love
Hope to
Donna.
see you
And
soon,
I
Donna.
just wanted
I'll
to
see
make
you
sure
soon,
I
Donna.
had everybody. Catherine, we love Catherine so much. Tripod, thank you, Catherine. Well, I just run across Tripod. Thank you, Charles Centers, for coming. And I love to see new names, and I love my people that's been with me. Charles Centers, thank you for coming. Keith says, don't tell exactly what you're looking for, just say a specific time frame. Okay, you're in it, a great spot for sure. Cooking right now. Thank you for coming, cooking right now. We love y'all. And yes, Catherine, Selena is pumped tonight because I'm tired of letting other people
Yes, she
take
will,
things
Donna.
away from me. And Cody was a part. Cody Pauley, y'all. Make sure you go find his channels. Matter of fact, it wouldn't hurt you to type them down in here. Cody, can you type where you're
Yep.
at?
Yeah, I'll
Type
tell you.
both names of both channels so that people can go join them. And
So let me.
yeah, and so that way you know exactly what the Leanne 72, Miss Selena. I'm so glad to catch you live.
I don't think
I
it's
was
going to let me
watching the
comment.
video you put on there when the Bigfoot was eating the candy at the 4 or 5 at my count. Selena, I have been worrying about you. Leanne 72, I love you and I'm worried
I
about you
don't.
too. And
It won't
and
let me comment.
it won't let you comment.
No.
Dead Jimmy. Okay, hold on a minute. Maybe when I get through reading them, it will. Leanne 72. I have another friend, Leanne. I just want her to know I love her tonight. Okay, Catherine McSwain, Gary Spikes, Mickey G, Catherine McSwain, I love you. Thank you, Cody, for sharing. I'd like to hear more about your encounters. And Celena is a trooper for sure. Um, I'm trying to read all these. Let's see, but right there, did y'all hear her? No way, Selena, your safety first, always, lady. Uh, Yes, I was going to get close right up at I was so frustrated with the people that's not believing my footage and not catching my footage and saying it's too dark or too blurry or too shaky. And I was supposed to walk right up to it and just see what I could get. I thought, God, if you're going to die, then die showing somebody these things are real you know. But thank you, Leanne72. I love you, sweetheart. Charles Centers, thank you so much for joining us. And again, we're having to rush because I've already run over my time. And I love World Bigfoot Central, and I love Long Island Bigfoot. So y'all go check them out, okay?
Whoops.
All right, love everybody so much. Thank you, Cody Pauley. You are
Yeah.
awesome. Try
Sorry,
to
I didn't
punch
mean to
it
hang up.
in. Try to punch it in right quick, just one more time, because I've stopped reading.
It won't let me. Oh wait,
Ah,
hold on. No, it won't let me.
did you? Can you go
Just it's
after the
at Cody
show?
Squashes. Yeah,
Hey,
I feel I could probably do it.
yeah, after the show ends, go and comment on this
I
right
will.
here. And they said,
Yep.
"Love you, Cody. See you soon." We
Yep.
believe you. All right. We love you, buddy. And thank you, Cody. You were awesome.
Thank you for having me.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.
Love y'all so much.